have 6:30. I call this meeting of the General Government and Public Safety Committee to order. Attendance is taken.
Yes.
You would rise with me and recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Comments from citizens. You'd say your name and your address.
I think you all know, Linda Borman, 800 Jason Court. I'm just gonna say everything at one time for both meetings, just so I don't have to be back up here again. Where are we at with Cindy's house? I've been reading different things on all that.
There is an administrative hearing scheduled for this Wednesday.
Okay.
No, for next
Next
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
the 23rd, to the 23rd.
Okay, cool. I've just been hearing different stuff, so I was just curious on that. Phil, or Mike, either one, do we know when they're gonna put asphalt at the end of Columbia Street?
Second week in October is what he's thinking he'll be here. He's gotta do some, they had to do some for Chance coming in and out the feed mill, and our two little spots will fit in there.
Cool. Where are you at on your missing sidewalks around town? I mean, you don't have to tell me names, I'm just curious as to
I
when
wasn't
you're.
going to.
Okay, good.
We've got three more. One is in process, working with the contractor and bank on financing. And the other one just got with me today.
Okay, well,
And
cool.
I said, well, we gotta get something on, he was planning on next spring. I said, something's gotta be before that. And the other one is up in limbo a little bit. I kinda inherited this, so, but it's gonna have to be done.
Alright. Do we know how long it's gonna be before the city, the electric meters are all done? Just out of curiosity.
Probably a couple, 3 weeks,
Okay,
because I've got a little update on that whenever.
I'm sorry.
That's
Like I said, I just wanted to mention
That's okay.
everything at one time. And on your ad hoc committee, on the review of on-call engineers, I would like to suggest that you get a local engineer to be on this committee with you. We've got Sean Carrico, his wife Cassie Carrico, Brandon Harden, and I don't know how many other engineers in this town that I think somebody that knows something, I'm sorry, should be on that committee. So, anyway, thank you.
Any other comments from citizens? Moving on, Public Safety Police Department. There's an activity report in your packet. Bob, is there anything you wanted to point out?
We had a couple of very short weeks when it comes to personnel due to some issues, but the guys rose up and took care of everything the way they needed to, especially the tech cribs. He worked some long hours and just an interesting week, a month.
Understood. Does anyone have any questions or comments? There's also Chief monthly report in the packet.
I will say that looks a little barren, but it's only because the fact is I've worked regular shifts.
Sure. Moving on to Fire Department activity reports in your packet. Jenny, is there anything you want to point out?
No, I mean, you can see the calls are still, they're not going away any. That's what I'm thinking. This time of year, I'm sure it's it'll pick up some more, the way it always seems like, so. I do have a couple of questions, like, I mean, we gotta kind of prepare, even though this ain't last month's stuff, but is Halloween, you think is something like that gonna continue on?
They're not doing the one downtown in the afternoon.
Okay.
I don't think there's any way you can do it.
No, we're not gonna do it down, no, we was gonna do it down,
Yeah.
we started doing it downtown thing.
Yeah, they decided not to do it.
I mean, everybody's gotta have a mask on anyway, ain't they?
To be honest, Halloween's probably one of those holidays you really can social distance. People are going to have masks on, but
Well, but downtown, when you've got 500 kids and a couple of hours.
I'm not saying downtown. I'm
Okay.
saying for children going around door-to-door trick-or-treating.
Bet you there'll be a lot of houses with lights off.
Probably. I mean, is that something we should leave up to the community to decide if they want to do that?
What's that?
Trick-or-treating?
We're not under any order. I'm gonna say, you're talking about the kids going out trick or treat night and trick or treating on their own? Yeah, I don't think we have anything to do with it, my personal opinion. I mean, I don't think we've ever.
Yeah, we were talking about
Like he's talking about.
handing out
they were
bag
talking about
candy.
handing out bag
at the
candy,
fire
right?
station.
Fire.
To the fire station
I
and
don't see
stuff
why
like
there
that.
would be a problem with that. That's up to you. I mean, if you,
Yeah, I mean, I just was saying that the one
Well,
downtown.
but the
after
town
school
organized,
was
yeah,
out.
for the merchants and stuff, right?
Right. They're
I
not-
would leave that decision for the fire station up to you if you think that you can have
I'd be overwhelmed.
social distance.
You might have one.
You should have to post signs to tell people to keep their
Yeah,
distance.
we'll have to discuss this.
Well, if you do it, you could stage some people, have some firefighters, kind of keep hold of people, keep them in groups, and then moving forward, you know, I mean, I think there's a way
Yeah,
to manage it if you wanna do it.
The trouble would be the quantity, how many, you do for something like this. Each year we've done, 500 to 600. Now, if they're sitting there saying nobody's downtown, the fire station's the only place that's open.
Mhm.
Oh, crap.
Those sophomores and juniors don't get one, I'll tell you
That
that.
don't mean
No, I mean, the number has, I mean, the last
Yeah.
couple of years, it's been 500 or 600 at that
Yeah.
after-school one.
I think it's something you guys could probably organize, you're all
Yeah,
sharp
we'll have to
people, figure out how you wanna manage that probably, but
Throw the bag at
you may have a lot, I mean, you absolutely could have a
overwhelming.
woman amount, I mean, I think you gotta keep that in mind, and
And then just we're gonna do, the Banner Fire's coming in next week to, pump test the truck, which we gotta do every year for, yeah, ISO and all that. And then, one thing kinda off the record, it could be on record, I don't care.
it's on record.
Some of these properties in town, I'm not saying who's, what, or where, but it's up to me if I'm gonna send firemen or something inside of the house, and some of them are getting pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
And these are houses that people live in?
Yes. And I mean, if you wanna use me as an scapegoat for someone, I don't care.
Well, let's collaborate.
Okay.
Yeah, we're running a list of those that need
Yeah.
attention, right, the ones that are definitely banned, and then we got a lot of those, but we need to talk about those that are inhabited.
That's the ones that scared us.
Well, I think we ought to have a discussion, Heather, us all acting on that.
If Jenny's got first-hand knowledge, that's helpful, so,
Okay.
or one of you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a valid deal. We had somebody wouldn't get in the backyard of all these yards with this people.
Oh, maybe we get to the front yard or something.
So, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's some
Yeah,
that
just something we
some
need to
porches
maybe
are bad.
talk about sometime.
Well, should do it in the near future,
Yeah.
so by the end of the week, maybe Thursday or Friday, but how long are the meetings we're having? MML and all that.
Oh, we'll be on all tomorrow, and then we have, after tomorrow's MML, and there's more
Right.
conferences that,
Mhm.
conference calls that I scheduled. so.
Then you can do, yeah. So maybe early next week,
Yeah, it's not going
Either
away.
Thursday or Friday.
or Thursday or Friday this week, we'll be here.
Yeah, no, that's all I got.
Any other questions or comments for the fire department? Emergency management? Nothing? Protective inspection?
Well, should have received an invitation for the administrative hearings for next week. I sent out 4 letters. I've only talked to one person, and that person is, actually owns a property, that they have a property management company that manages the properties, and they had no idea. They had never laid eyes on this property. So I sent, it was the one at 146 West Burnett, so I sent some pictures. And, yeah, they were pretty appalled that they'd been getting a bill from the property manager for this.
They thought it
Property this
was
whole time.
probably rental.
Yeah, it's not. But anyway, so I've had a conversation with him, but otherwise I haven't heard from anybody else. I've just received the cards back that they've received the certified letters in the mail.
moving on, general government, economic development, doesn't look like there's a report in the packet. They didn't have a meeting today.
They haven't been having
Yeah.
meetings.
Um,
Not that I'm aware of anyway, others on the board.
Yeah, I think they had one, they were supposed to have one the other day, I did not make it.
Park board, there's an agenda in your packet. Any comments?
David, can I back up to economic development just
Sure.
real quick? They are doing the cider walk Wednesday night. And that's gonna be a lot of vendors set up on the north side of the city square, and then whichever ones are open for samplings and whatnot.
When is this?
Wednesday night,
This one?
yep, this Wednesday. And then, like I said, they canceled the after-school Halloween thing that does all the businesses. And Jenny did say that because of this, unless something changes, Santa Claus cannot sit in his house and have little kids come sit on his lap. This is something the chamber's everywhere talking about and don't know how they're gonna handle it, because how do you have Christmas without kids sitting on Santa's lap?
Time to break the bad news.
Gentlemen,
This year's as good as any, right?
What
were you gonna say?
Don't break Phil's heart.
Sorry, Phil. We'll get with you after the meeting, Phil. Have a look, Council.
Moving on, cemetery, there's a committee meeting, notes in your agenda. Any questions or comments?
We've had several people contact us about being on the committee for research for the cemetery board, so that's underway, still gathering information, gathering names, so just letting you know, so we're moving forward with that.
New tree board, library board meeting minutes are in your packet.
As far as the tree board,
Oh,
I've had a couple of people, send in, their name to be on the tree board, so we got some openings, so we're looking to do something with that next Monday night. I'll get those to you, Heather. I told you I had to, I got their name and address.
Library meeting minutes are in your packet. Any questions or comments? And that leads us to bills over $1,250. And Heather, the GoDaddy renewals are listed there, that's for both City Hall and the Police Department, isn't it?
Those are just the police department.
Just the Police Department, right? Any questions or comments? Any other general government? Ad hoc committee to review on-call engineering qualifications?
It is time for us to go out for on-call engineering, send out the RFQ. And so this is something that I just wanted to bring to your attention, that we'll need to see who's interested in being on the ad hoc committee. I thought Linda's suggestion to have a local engineer was a very good idea. So just be thinking if you want to be on that committee. We'll get that RFQ ready pretty soon.
When are you wanting to form the committee?
Whenever. I mean, if you can tell the mayor by next Monday night, if you know, then we can do it then. I don't think I don't know that it's pressing, because we'll have to have, I would say we'll have about a month, so we could even do it at the October meeting.
Gotcha. Any as may arise?
David, I got one thing.
Huh?
I've had a request from Officer Fager to bring up the cadet program again. I'd like us to look at that again. It got tabled last time we brought it up for various reasons. I mean, we can talk about it this Monday, I mean, that's fine. I just want to bring that back up to the board and see what you want to do and where we want to go with that. So I can have Fager here again. He'll answer any of your questions or whatever. So that's okay with you.
Got it.
Any other? I have a motion, we have a second? Have a motion and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, we stand adjourned.